Okay, here we've got Space Invaders Forever on Nintendo Switch. This game, this review code was provided to me by Strictly Limited Games. So thank you very much, guys, for the opportunity of the game here. We're actually going to take a look at this version as well as the PS4 version, as there's given review codes for both. So this is going to be a comparison/review video. This is Space Invaders, the classic game that everyone knows and loves. So here we've got Space Invaders Extreme, and then you've got Space Invaders Gigamax. So Space Invaders Extreme is classic Space Invaders with a twist, because you get power-ups and you get objectives and things. And you've got Space Invaders Gigamax 4SE, which allows you to play with up to 4 players in a rather huge game of Space Invaders. So you can play with 4 people, which is really cool. So it gives you new stages, new mechanics. So really cool way to play Space Invaders. So we're going to go and check out Space Invaders Extreme first. Now this also includes Space Invaders versus Arkanoid. Which is kind of an interesting game as well, and we'll take a look at that on the Nintendo Switch Lite, because for whatever reason that game will not play on excuse me, on the Switch original here. It won't download. I'm not sure why, but it is on my Switch Lite, so we'll actually go ahead and take a look at that. But we're going to first take a look at this game here. So we've got arcade mode. Play arcade mode. High scores achieved in this mode can be registered online. The global leaderboard. Free play unlocked by completing a stage in arcade mode. Options and quick games. So options, we've got records, settings. You've got movie. We're going to go and turn that. I'm going to leave that on. So you can turn the background movie on or off. We're going to leave that on. Background volume, sound effects volume, voice volume, language, and background brightness. How bright the background movie is. We're going to go ahead and leave that on 3. And controls. So you've got A or B to shoot, X or Y for rapid fire, move with the analog stick or D-pad. I didn't know you could do that. So hold power up. So L or R to hold power up, plus or minus pause, and then A or X to confirm, B or Y to cancel. Okay, you got the help menu. So we'll do arcade mode, because that's all we can do for right now. Okay, so I'm going to go and just jump right in here. So this game's great. I love the graphics. I love the music. I love the just the overall feel of the game is really good. I really like it. So I'm going to go ahead and do... wow, that was lame. Alright, so... First power up.
Round start.
So you have to kill, in this one here, you got to kill like 20 of those white Space Invaders.
Failed.
Oh.
Rate up. Rate up.
And I didn't get the bonus, but it's okay. So yeah, great. I mean, the power-ups are great. I love the power-ups. I love the graphical art style. I love just the randomness of the game. It changes the game so much. And I really like that Taito did this, or Taito, I guess, yeah, Taito. Just took a classic game and just kind of flipped it on its head in a really awesome and unique way. This game's got boss battles and just so much, so great.
Round start.
I love the neon. It's so awesome. And I love little challenges here. So you gotta kill kill all the spaceships in a lot of time. Oh man, I failed around because I didn't get all the spaceships.
Rate up. Rate up. Rate up. Rate up.
I'd say my favorite weapons so far are the. It was gonna happen. I think my favorite weapon so far is the rocket. I really like the rocket.
Rate up. Rate up.
Laser's fun too.
Rate up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything bad to say about the game. The game's really fun. And there's nothing I would say can be improved upon. I mean, they took a classic and totally flipped it on its head and made a really awesome game.
Level up.
So thank you so much, Taito, for this amazing iteration of a classic, and that is Space Invaders. Or that is Space Invaders, I should say. Alright, so here we got the first boss. Oh, and I just totally... There we go, killed him.
Stage cleared.
The bosses kind of remind me of like Yar's Revenge,
Stage
where you have to see there, where you have to kill them and get to the destroy parts of their body to get to the center jewel, kind of like in Space Invader, or kind of like in Yar's Revenge, where you're kind of the same thing with the boss there. Kind of cool, kind of neat take. All right, so let's look at Space Invaders. Let's take a look at Space Invaders Gigamax here. And yeah, we'll go and go to the title screen.
Total
We'll take a look at that.
Space Invaders Extreme.
Okay, and what I need to do it this way. Quick game. There we go. Alright, so we're going to take a look at Space Invaders Gigamax. Now, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just do... Why can I not... Oh. What the... Okay, resume. Can I not play with one? Really? Oh, okay, I can. Never mind. I was hitting the wrong button. Okay, so this is Space Invaders Gigamax. So this is pretty much the classic Space Invaders so far. Well, I take that back. It did say there's extra stuff to it. But kind of cool. Kind of daunting if you're going to play by yourself. This is a lot of Space Invaders to kill on your own. But okay. Definitely should be playing this with more than one person because this is going to take... This will probably take at least 15 minutes, if not more. But let's see if we can get through at least half of the Space Invaders before I die. By die, I meant before they reach the bottom of the screen. That's probably not going to happen at this point because they're already really close. And yeah, okay, that's cool. Oh, Okay, never mind. Maybe it doesn't matter. Or does it matter? I don't know. Okay, apparently it doesn't matter. Usually that matters. Unless this is just something else. I don't. Okay, this is cool. Okay, I can definitely see this would be pretty awesome to play with more than one person. Even just by myself is kind of cool. I thought that so in the normal Space Invaders when you when the invaders reach the bottom of the screen, the game ends. Apparently in this it doesn't, which is kind of cool. I have a different take. But again, this game would be really difficult to try to play with just one person, just by yourself. But it's cool. I like it. I like the different take on the game here. It's pretty cool. It's different. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, that's that'd be cool if I was more than one person, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, that's gonna work well. I can have the controls. That's cool. Let's do that. Yeah, this is hard. This is not easy with one person. It's fun though. It's cool. I like it. Okay, it doesn't matter where I hit him. I just can hit him and it'll count. Okay. So you get 99 seconds to beat him. Get away from me. Nine seconds. It's pretty good for being on my own, I think. Now, I wonder if it's gonna make. Okay, so that's cool. That's the Space Invaders Gigamax. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. So we're gonna look at Space Invaders Forever, at least the first portion of it here on Nintendo Switch. Let's go ahead and move on to the second half of this review here. It's going to be a three-parter. Second half is going to be looking at Space Invaders versus Arkanoid. Let's go ahead and check that out on Nintendo Switch Lite. Okay, so we're going to check out this is Space Invaders versus Arkanoid. Actually, Arkanoid versus Space Invaders. This will be part 2. Which is the second half of of the Space Invaders Forever review. This is technically it's included in the Space Invaders Forever purchase, but from what I can tell, is only playable on Nintendo Switch Lite. I can't get it downloaded on the Switch Original for some reason. So this entirely uses the touchscreen interface, and you can only play it in Tate mode. So you have to hold the Switch Lite like this. So it's got achievements. Achievements there. And then you've got character selection. Here's where you can select your character. It feels like a mobile game, but also feels like a game in and of itself. Like a standalone console game. Just it's meant for touchscreen. It just can't be played otherwise. So I'm gonna skip the cutscene here. So it uses the touchscreen entirely. So you use your finger to move the paddle. So the enemy bullets become the balls that you use with the Arkanoid paddle to kill the Space Invaders. So pretty interesting game. You also get power-ups, as you can see here, like you do in any other traditional Arkanoid game. I do like the blend of the different games. It really does add a bit to the standard fare of Arkanoid games or Arkanoid clones, but this is from Taito themselves, the original people behind both of these games. So pretty cool to see this game. I like this part. It's kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. So definitely a great game to play on Switch Lite. But again, and you can only play it in Tate mode. And again, as far as I understand it, it does not work on the original Switch, as I cannot get it to download. So this may be a Switch Lite only game. Now, what'll be interesting is if the PS4 version has this on it as well. I could see it being the case, given the fact that it does have a touchpad interface. Then again, the original Switch does too with the touchscreen. But we'll see if the PS4 version has this included. I have a feeling it won't, but we'll see. We'll definitely see if there's a difference between the PS4 version versus the Switch version. I love the powered up ball there. It's a lot of fun to play. So this is Arkanoid versus Space Invaders, available on Nintendo Switch. It may be something that's only available for downloading on one Switch. Like if you have multiple Switches, the primary Switch may be the only one to get it. That might be the case here. I do not know. As the Switch Lite is my primary console for all my accounts, whereas the original Switch that I have is my secondary Switch and needs to remain online at all times in order to download and play my Switch digital titles. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. It'll definitely be interesting to see if, in fact, the PS4 version does include this game. If it does, great. Definitely a great reason to get it on the PS4. I mean, we'll really get it on any console you can get it on. Again, this was provided to me by Strictly Limited Games for review and comparison. Again, this is the Switch version of Space Invaders Forever, and this is specifically Arkanoid versus Space Invaders. Excuse me. This is a secondary download that downloads automatically when you purchase Space Invaders Forever. I like the graphics. Graphics are really, really well done. This really feels like a console mobile game hybrid, and it feels really good. I like the graphical style. I like the blending of the two games coming together. It's really cool. Now, in the description of this game on the eShop, it does indicate that there are 40 unlockable characters, each with their own ability. I believe it's for this game here. I don't believe it's for Space Invaders Forever. I think it's for Arkanoid versus Space Invaders. So something to keep in mind when playing these games. So this has been a look at Arkanoid vs. Space Invaders. Great game. Definitely worth checking out. Glad that it's included here. Really great blending of the two different games. And now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the PS4 version of Space Invaders Forever. So let's go ahead and take a look at that and see how that compares to the Switch port. Let's take a look. Alrighty, so we're gonna look at Space Invaders Forever on the PS4 now that we've looked at it on the Switch again. This was provided to me by Strictly Limited Games for comparison between the Switch and the PS4 version. I'm gonna take a look here. So, in this one, I really like to see this. So this one has Space Invaders Extreme, Space Invaders Gigamax 4SE, and Arkanoid vs. Space Invaders all on one menu, which is really neat. So these games play exactly the same as the Switch. Well, these two play exactly the same as the Switch ports do. This one being the exception. And this game is also available in the App Store. The Arkanoid vs. Space Invaders, and this is the game where you beat levels and get certain number of badges. You unlock characters that have unique abilities that are unique to them. So yeah, we'll go ahead and just briefly go through these games, just so I can see how they control with PS4 controller versus the Switch.
Space Invaders Extreme.
So still got the same menus because it's the same game. We're going to do arcade mode. Now this game, this port obviously supports trophies, so there is that aspect of it. There's a difference there. I just got a trophy right there. So this game controls with the analog stick. And you fire with either the X button or the actually any of the 4 face buttons will work. Racking up the trophies there, I like that. So pretty easy trophies it looks like here, at least so far. Just as smooth as the Switch port. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the next one here, the
stage result.
The Gigamax.
Total result.
That's the same ranking I got in the Switch version, I think. So let's take a look at Space Invaders Gigamax 4SE. I'm sure it's going to play just like the Switch port. I would be surprised if it doesn't. Yeah, controls with the D-pad or the analog stick. So it looks like trophy support across all 3 games, which is cool. Again, plays just like the Switch port. It appears that the PS4 version of the game, I think, has slightly better animation. Call me crazy, it may just be my imagination, but it does appear this is a tad bit smoother. Than the on the Switch. Okay, so that's the Gigamax, and we're gonna go ahead and now take a look at the one that I've been wanting to check out, and I didn't think was on this version for some weird reason, and that is Arkanoid vs. Space Invaders. So, not only was I pleasantly surprised to see this included, not that I read the store description or anything, but it actually controls exactly how I thought it would, which is using the touchpad on the PS4 controller. And we're going to go ahead and hide the controls. And yeah, so this controls with the touchpad, which feels really, really good. It feels smooth and is a lot more comfortable to play this way on a big screen TV than it is holding a Switch Lite in Tate mode. Because quite honestly, holding the Switch like that is just kind of awkward. If I can get it to play on the original Switch in Tate mode, that wouldn't be too bad. Especially if we don't have to have the Joy-Cons connected for it, because it's entirely a touchscreen. But on the Switch Lite, this game I do not like the way that it plays. This plays much better. The touchpad's very responsive, and it looks great on the big TV screen. So this is great. Great surprise. Plays really well. Very much enjoying Arkanoid versus Space Invaders on the PS4 here. Very happy to see it here and control exactly the way I anticipated it controlling. And this is going to do, the exact way that I thought. Yeah, way way smoother control than using the touchscreen on the Switch. It just feels better. A lot better. This game does not let you use the analog stick or the D-pad or any of the face buttons. It strictly relies on the touchpad, with the exception of being in the in-game menus. Those do allow you to use the analog stick for the cursor control. So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, definitely like this game better on the PS4, and I'm sure it'll be even great on a mobile device, because it is available in the available for mobile devices as well. But I think the PS4 version is the definitive way to play this game, at least for Arkanoid Space Invaders, in my opinion. You have the trophy support. You've got the touchpad support here for this game. All around, great way to play this game. So I want to thank Strictly Limited Games for the review opportunity and the opportunity to compare both the Switch and the PS4 versions. If you like what you see here, consider purchasing it on any other platform. Consider the pros and cons of each. This game's great. So great game to add to your digital library if you like Space Invaders, like Arkanoid. You want to mash the two up. Here's a way to get a great modern port of Space Invaders, a massive 4-player co-op Space Invaders with new level designs, new power-ups, and a Arkanoid Space Invaders mashup game, as you can see here, playing, that uses the touchpad on the PS4 and touchscreen on the Switch with Switch and Tate mode. So I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. As always, till next time, take care and happy gaming.